The hunter that we will be talking about today is going to be Nightmare. He has been doing a very good job in the tournament scene. He's usually played on big maps such as Lakeside Village and Moonlit River Park because he has great mobility. He can teleport utilizing his crows, and he can also hold a different skill. We've been seeing him carrying warp a lot, and he can also change to teleport if he needs to get to survivors faster. He also has the dive, which allows him to down survivors faster if you can just dash right towards them, right? So we'll be talking about his abilities. Nightmare's external trait is Poaching. When Nightmare isn't chasing a survivor, he gets a 13% movement speed boost, and when he starts chasing a survivor, the speed boost will disappear. And at 0 presence, Hunter has the ability called Spy. You hold the ability when there's a survivor within your vision, and that ability needs to be charged up. So you lock onto that survivor, she has to stay in your vision for 1.8 seconds, and then a 3/ mark will appear above the survivor's head, which means then you can use your ability Dive. The mark lasts for 45 seconds, and it can only be used on one survivor at a time. So if you want to use it on a different survivor, just cancel the mark on the current survivor and reapply the mark on a new survivor. This ability does not have any cooldowns. You have to be within a certain distance for the mark to get charged up. When you're out of range, the mark will disappear or the charging will be interrupted. When you go back into range, the mark will charge back up. The official name of this ability is called Dive, but a lot of the time people call it Dash. Once that mark is applied onto a survivor, the hunter's normal attack will turn into a dive attack or a dash attack. There are no cooldowns on this attack except a small attack recovery animation after each dive, and you can consecutively use this attack until the mark disappears, and we said the mark lasts for 45 seconds. You will always dash towards that survivor with the mark, no matter where you are. So even if you're behind the wall and you lose track of the survivor, you use the dash, it will dash towards the survivor. I walk outside and I will utilize the dash, but I will be looking away from the survivor. But as soon as I press that dash button, he goes and jumps towards the survivor. So in order to attack any other survivor, you have to first get rid of the mark on the survivor. You have to reapply the mark to a different survivor or just attack the other survivor when there isn't a mark. If there's a mark on that survivor, you will always attack into the direction of the survivor with a mark. If you pallet stun the hunter while he is using dash or dive, the pallet will be destroyed, the hunter will not be knocked back, and the hunter will not be stunned. So as a survivor, if you have the mark on you, throw down pallets ahead of time. Don't try to pallet stun the hunter because you will not be able to stun him when he's in dive, and the pallet will break automatically. Hunter's next ability is the Raven. In order to send the crow or the raven into any direction, regardless of whether there's a cipher machine or not, it's just a one tap. If you hold the ability, you will be sending the crow to a specific area. So that's cipher machines that haven't been popped yet, chaired survivors, or after the last survivor is popped, then you can send the crows towards the exit gates. The ability cooldown for crows is 20 seconds. Crows that are sent to specific targets, such as cipher machines, chairs, exit gates, will hover above it. If a survivor is near the crow's flight path, it will hover above the survivor. So it will prioritize the survivor over the chair, the cipher machine, exit gate. If the crow is above the survivor, it reveals the survivor's location and it decreases the interaction speed by 10% for 20 seconds. So interaction speeds include healing, decoding, vaulting, pallet drops. First presence, Hunter will unlock the ability called Bad Omen, and that's the ability to teleport to wherever your crows are. You can teleport at any time, even if the crow hasn't reached its target. So we could use the one tap ability to send the crows towards any direction and just teleport whenever you feel is fit. Crows will disappear after teleportation, and the cooldown for teleporting to your crows is 55 seconds. At full presence or second presence, Hunter will get the upgraded ability for Hunt. The time for the spy or the mark to get charged will be reduced to 0.7 seconds. So in the beginning it was 1.8 seconds, now it's been reduced to 0.7 seconds. When using dive or dash twice in a row, no attack recovery animation for the first dive. So you get to do 2 dives and then there will be an attack recovery animation. As you can see, after each dive he has a mini attack recovery animation. But at full presence, that attack recovery animation only happens on the second dash. So when the hunter dashes twice in a row, the second dash gets the attack recovery animation. Here is a side-by-side comparison. You are obviously much faster when you're at full presence with only 1 attack recovery animation for every 2 dives. Now we're going to go into the commentary. This is IVL, and the other 2 matches we'll be watching is IJL, the finals, when we see Aka destroying the teams with his Nightmare. We will be watching WBG N1E going as Nightmare and chasing the Embalmer for the first time. He's going to be able to get that first hit onto this Embalmer. He does have his coffin out, and he's looking at the ground because he wants to activate Hunt. We can see it in the top left corner. He's trying to get the mark onto the Prospector. If you click on like the, ooh, wonderful Terror Shock. I mean, he was already half health, but you know, if you can't make it, you can't make it. You will be chaired for the first time. Wasn't able to see where the coffin was placed, but he will be chaired outside of tent. Coffin is at first stop, and Hunter is going to slowly make his way towards first stop. He does utilize his crow, and he just meets the Embalmer as he's resurrected right in front of this Hunter. I mean, he does get that protective bubble for some time, so he needs to make it to the pallet before that bubble disappears. Hunter's going to use this time, get the mark on the survivor, try to destroy that pallet by utilizing the dive and then getting pallet stun, but wasn't able to time it. It looks like he was just going to be going right down here. He was away from the pallet. He was forced away from those 2 pallets. He left that area, and it was impossible for him to get back in when the hunter had a dive. So it looks like he's going to be chaired for the second time. We already see Hart is getting ready for that rescue. It is the Gravekeeper, and he's already inside of his shovel. Hunter's trying to get a mark onto the Gravekeeper. He's going to be forced out of his shovel, but he's right next to this chair a little early, but it's better late than never. I mean, it's better than never. It's better than being too late. Exactly. So it looks like Hunter is back on the chase for this Embalmer, is able to get the mark on him once again. A double dash, and will be able to hit the hit onto this Embalmer, downing him for the final time, sending his first survivor off to the manor. We see 2 Cypher machines have been completed. Third one will be completed soon, but now that Crow's available and he has full presence, his dashes are going to be faster, and he's going to be able to teleport to his next target, who is going to be the Patient. Thankfully, on the side of the survivors, they are all at full health. He is utilizing this pallet. Hunter is going to break it immediately. He's going to utilize his hook, and the Hunter is going to close the distance right away with that warp, but it wasn't quite on the platform, so the Patient is able to maintain this distance and transition away to the double pallets at the side of the railways. Oh, I think he just used this. Did he just use his hook? And it looks like Hunter's just going to be changing targets and trying to stop this Cypher from being decoded. The next Cypher, the next survivor being chased is going to be the Airplanist, utilizing his jetpack to get distance away from this Hunter. Is able to make the double pallets here. Hunter's going to be breaking this pallet, so he doesn't have anything to work with, forcing the survivor outside of tent. Kind of got stuck on that dash. He is able to make that window vault, and he still has one more jetpack to work with. Hunter's going to go right back and teleport to this Cypher machine. He's going to flywheel, but flywheel's a little bit early, and Hunter is able to get the first hit onto this what's his name, Patient. However, he doesn't have any more hooks, so he can't play around in this platform. Hunter isn't going to chase him for very long. He's going right back to the Cypher machine, where the Airplanist is trying to push it. He is able to finish it, which means they have 4 Cypher machines finished. Hunter's going to be able to land that hit onto the Airplanist. He still has 1 jetpack to work with. Last Cypher machine at 96%. So things are looking decent for the side of the survivors. They're just going to go ahead and pop that cipher machine. Patient is searching a chest, and Hunter is just going to be changing targets to this patient. Patient now has one illusion to work with and no pallets except that one window. Is able to body block with that illusion, and that buys him a little more time, but he isn't going to be able to get very far with no pallets in this area. Will be going down since Hunter does have detention. Hunter's going to send a crow towards the opposite exit gate, and he's going to be chairing the patient. The airplanist is waiting behind, so if Hunter leaves to that exit gate, he will be able to get that backdoor rescue. But Hunter is going to, okay, now he's going to teleport right to that exit gate. It's not open. He's going to hit him outside of the shovel. Airplanist is going for that backdoor rescue. Hunter is able to get the mark onto this gravekeeper. He has 2 pallets here to work with, but if you throw them down, Hunter is going to be breaking. The Hunter has been breaking almost every single pallet the survivors have been throwing. He's going to be running into this Hunter, but Flywheel avoids the hit, but the double dash, because of full presence, is able to down this gravekeeper. 2 survivors are on the opposite exit gate, and that exit gate's not quite open, so that means Hunter can send the crows off, and it looks like the teleportation is up, so he's going to be he's going to be changing to the crow's teleportation isn't up yet, but he's going to change his trait to teleport and teleport right to the patient. Able to down this patient chair for the second time. Wasn't able to see if it was a before half rescue, but now we see the airplanes is trying to get the rescue onto the gravekeeper, but now the crow's teleportation is up, so Hunter's going to be throwing a crow towards that chaired survivor. They were able to get that backdoor rescue, and Hunter is going to teleport now towards the exit gate. Survivors haven't quite touched the exit gate. It looks like Hunter is back on this gravekeeper. X-Meow5 is a little too far away from that chair, so he's not going to be able to get that rescue onto that patient. He could possibly push that exit gate. It's at 68%. Hunter able to down this gravekeeper and chair him for the second time. Hunter's going to be sending a crow towards the opposite exit gate. Teleportation on the crow is still not ready, and the skill is also still not ready. So it looks like Hunter's just going to be... Is he going to go for that slugging method? I mean, it's kind of risky. But that last cipher machine's at 19%, so it doesn't look like the survivor is going to be able to open up too quickly. Hunter has dropped, he struggled free. He is going to be able to down him right away, but he does have self-heal. Hunter's going to go for that slugging method. Airplane has just arrived at the opposite exit gate. Is there a crow at that exit gate though? It looks like Hunter will be throwing the crow now. He's going to be dropping down from that platform. Airplanist is staying nearby the dungeon. Now the airplanes hasn't touched the exit gate, so he's giving off crows, and now the Hunter knows exactly where this airplanist is. And now Hunter knows he's waiting around that area in the dungeon. And it looks like the gravekeeper was able to heal back up, and if gravekeeper pushes that 68% cipher machine, he can possibly escape. Hunter is able to get the mark onto the aeroplanist. He's going to utilize his dive, is able to get the first hit onto the aeroplanist, and now that detention's over, he needs to hit the survivor one more time. Hunter's going to teleport to the gravekeeper. He's going to flywheel, but the double dive is able to down this gravekeeper, and now the Hunter has teleport, so he's going to teleport to that exit gate, and this is a 4-man elimination because Gravekeeper doesn't have self-heal anymore. And it looks like the Hunter is going to be checking the dungeon area. No tinnitus, so that means he's... Airplanes is most likely the only hope is he needs to go and heal up this Gravekeeper and then divide the Hunter's attention, but the Hunter has found where this survivor is currently heading towards, so it looks like it's just a race to get the Gravekeeper out. But even if he does heal up this Gravekeeper, how much distance can you get away from this Hunter? He's almost there. He still has one jetpack to utilize. He's made his way to the Gravekeeper. He's getting that heal. Hunter's utilizing his dash. He flywheels to avoid the Hunter. Hunter is going to concentrate and down the Gravekeeper once again. Now Hunter is going to be concentrating on the aeroplanist. Airplanist has one jetpack to utilize. Has the mark onto this airplane. He's swinging around here at this pallet. Hunter is being very patient here. Is able to get the pallet stun onto the Hunter because he wasn't in his dive form. He is able to immediately destroy that pallet because he was diving. He was being very patient on this next pallet, but Gravekeeper can't get back up, so he needs to go there, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that, and that's a 4-man elimination. I already did the commentary for IJL finals, so you can just watch this. Just pay attention to when the hunter gets first presence, when the hunter gets full presence, what kind of methods the hunter uses to down these survivors quickly, and how to kite him when you're in that situation. Even though in all 3 gameplays, the hunter does get all 4-man eliminations. But if you look at how the hunter utilizes ability, then you can find ways to counter him. Nyan's going to be waiting behind this wall. Hunter is going to be able to see, ooh, wonderful pallet stun for this coordinator. And he does also see the survivor because the crow was actually on her. No, it's on Ado. No, yeah, it's also on Nyan. He has 2 crows out. And so he does see the survivor. It's going to be hard to mind game against him, and he's going to get his first hit with his jump. She's going to be able to utilize that gun soon, but Hunter has excitement. They're most likely expecting this excitement because he has brought excitement with this nightmare a couple of times. Oh, is able to get the stun. Hunter is going to be able to get the down because she's just not able to make it to that pallet fast enough, and is going to be able to get the first down on this survivor. Cypher Machines could be better, but it's not completely over for the survivors. Ado's gonna be coming in for the rescue. It is the Novelist. The Novelist and Explorer kind of have similar items. It can get very confusing, but it is gonna be the Novelist. He does have Tide Turner, so he just needs to be careful coming for this rescue. He doesn't want to come in too early. We have the first Cypher Machine has been completed by the Meteorologist. Hunter is going to get the mark. He's going to place this with the Hunter, get closer to the chair, get this rescue at full health, but it does look like the Hunter is going to be able to get the hit onto Nyan. However, the Novelist being at full health allows him to get that rescue one more time, and there's 2 people on the other side of the map, so it looks like the Hunter is just going to allow this, and he's going to concentrate on getting the chair on Nyan once again. And on top of that, she's transitioning towards the middle of the map, the river area, so that if Novelist gets hit, the other remaining 2 survivors can still come for the rescue. It's close enough that she doesn't have to travel the entire opposite side of this map. So it looks like Mono P is going to be coming in for the rescue the second time. It is the first officer. He's already utilized his pocket watch so he can approach this chair fairly safely. Hunter is unable to get his mark on this survivor because he has utilized his pocket watch. He's buying a lot of time here. They have progress on all 3 last Cypher Machines, and they're all at full health right now except and is going to be able to get the rescue onto the coordinator. Hunter's going to get the mark, trying to get the mark onto Nyan. Now he can jump towards this survivor and down her for the 3rd and final time. She's going to go up to the first stop, but she can't ride the roller coaster because she has Tide Turner. She's going to die in this corner away from the survivors, but Hunter has the crows available to use, so that might not be too much of an issue for this nightmare. He's going to be bringing the coordinator to the chair for the final time. Does want to look for Mono P because he's a 1 survivor that's at half health, but he also still has a pocket watch to utilize. Hunter is going to be sending the crow towards Mono P. It looks like they were trying to get that heal off with the Meteorologist's cloud, but wasn't able to get that heal. So Hunter is going to leave this survivor because he utilized pocket watch and he wasn't able to get that heal. We have the Hunter going after the Meteorologist. She has the wind ready to push the Hunter away if he does utilize his jumps. He still isn't able to get the mark on the Meteorologist. She's made her way inside of tent. Now that he has vision of her, he's going to get that mark and get that jump, but is able to throw down this pallet. She can transition to this next pallet, is able to avoid the jump once again. Hunter is going to be not utilizing his crow to teleport towards the next Cypher Machine and is able to finally injure this Meteorologist. She does have 1 bottle left, so it means that she can still heal herself back up. We can see 3 Cypher Machines completed, the 4th Cypher Machine at 88, the 5th Cypher Machine, 2 Cypher Machines around 50%, so Cypher progress is looking pretty good. Meteorologist is buying a lot of time, but he's going to be teleporting to Ado next. Is going to be able to get that book, swap places, and get that stun onto the Hunter. He's going to transition away by riding this roller coaster. Hunter's going to be throwing a crow towards that bridge Cypher Machine. Ado stopping at 2nd stop. No, it looks like someone pressed the button, so he's going all the way to 3rd stop. Mono P is at the 2nd story area, and The Hunter is looking for his next target. Is he going to go after Mono P? Hunter has tinnitus, so now it looks like he's heading towards... No, he's not going to head towards second story. Yes, he is. Mono P has gotten crows. I believe it's crows, because it doesn't look like he was able to touch one of the cipher machines. And the dungeon is in this corner of second story. And Hunter is going for Mono P. It looks like he was able to find an illusion. So he has a cane to utilize, but the Hunter is back on his next target, and it's going to be the first officer. The mark has already been applied. First officer playing around here at this pallet. Oh, is going to be vaulting right into the Hunter. Now that's going to allow the Hunter to chair this first officer. And then things are going to get very scary because his crows are up and ready. He's going to be teleporting back and forth. But in order to stop the Hunter from going towards the last cipher, they still need 2 more cipher machines, but 88%, so they can finish it up. But this also is a very big map, so it looks like Tuna is going to be able to heal himself, it's meteorologist herself up, and Hunter is now trying to get the hit onto Addo, is able to get the injury, but that allows him to get the rescue, and the Hunter has a mark on Addo, so it looks like he's looking to down this novelist. He's not going to be able to get that vault. He's going to swap and get that vault knee. Oh no, he's going to go around. He does get that speed boost. Hunter's going to be breaking this pallet. There's no pallet in this area, so he's just going to have to keep looping the boxes here. Is able to down Addo. Tuna has a crow on him, and Mono P is trying to finish that first stop cipher machine. Hunter's going to be going ahead and chairing the survivor. 4 cipher machines completed. Last cipher machine at 99% is the end game situation. And Mono P is trying to come in for this rescue. Hunter being very patient here, not going to hit him off of trying to get the terror shock and down on this first officer. He's just trying to buy more time, but it's going to be the end game situation. Hunter still has excitement and trump cards, so he can use whatever trait he needs for endgame situation, trying to body block for Addo, but gets the hit onto Addo. Cipher machines popped, and Addo doesn't have borrowed time, so now he just gets to chair Addo and go for the next survivor, whichever person it may be. Still, Addo was rescued before half, so he'll most likely leave a crow and look for this first officer. First officer already made his way to the second floor. He's not going to leave Addo on this chair. It's looking like a 2-man elimination, because Hunter still has trump card. Tuna is not even approaching that exit gate. Addo is almost expired. He's going to go back to the manor. There's no way he's going to get that save. It looks like the Hunter has, able to down Tuna immediately, and the Hunter is aware of where this first officer is. He knows he's at second story, so he's going to chair this meteorologist, and then he's going to go for Mono P. Mono P waiting around that corner walls, because that's where the dungeon is, and it's the first chair for Tuna, so Hunter knows where to go. He still has trump card available. He's going to be sending the crow to the exit gate, so Mono P can't open up that exit gate. Kind of caught here in this corner. But he does have to down this survivor quickly. We see he has a football, so if he can football quickly to that... Oh, it looks like the Hunter has the mark. He has 1 pallet here to work with. Hunter's going to blink and down him right away. And that's a 4-man elimination once again on Aka's Nightmare. Nightmare once again. Very promising character, been getting 4Ks over and over and over again. He's going to be utilizing him in Lakeside Village. He usually uses Nightmare on big maps. He's going to be going after the Rescuer, Shinami, the Gravekeeper. Usually not a good idea for hunters to go after Rescuers because they can tank a lot of kits, but it's Aka's Nightmare and he gets those downs incredibly early regardless of who he's chasing. He's going to be breaking this pallet and, slowly dwindling the resources of this Gravekeeper. He got out of his shovel form. We'll be taking a hit right here so that he can utilize it one more time. But now he's gotten a free hit against this Gravekeeper, and now he's transitioning away. He needs an area where there's at least 1 pallet that's thrown down. Gonna go back inside of his shovel. He's hit out of his shovel right away. He also has a scale from the Professor. Hunter's gonna utilize Warp, close the distance, but the scales coming in clutch, is able to push the Hunter away, throwing down this pallet here. Hunter's forced to break it because if he doesn't break it, he's gonna keep looping this area with his shovel, and it looks like he's gonna be hitting him out of the shovel this time. So no more items on the side of this Gravekeeper. Utilizing the crow and teleporting right next to him, is able to get the mark. He's trying to hide behind this little fence, but is going to be able to take him down. First down for this survivor. Got a lot of progress on all three Cypher machines, and we see KZNK is nearby. Wanted order on Dolisu. Hunter is going to be pressuring KZNK's Cypher machine, but he was able to pop it in time. Two Cypher machines have been completed. Third Cypher machine at 94%. Hunter is pressuring. Well, we had a crow on Hametu for a little bit. It looks like they're going to finish that fourth Cypher machine. So Cypher progress looking pretty good on the side of the survivors. Oh, vaulting into the Hunter, taking the hit, getting the rescue before half with Tide Turner. Has the mark on the Magician, but Hunter's just going to get ahead and hit the Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper is going to utilize this time on Tide Turner to transition into Little Boat. Hunter's going to be throwing crows towards KZNK and one towards Dolisu, so keeping tabs on the survivors and the Cypher progress. Cypher progress looking incredibly good. We've already got the last two Cypher machines with 20% progress, chairing this Gravekeeper for the second time. And it's going to be near KZNK once again. He's at half health, so we can't really go for this rescue. We have wanted order on Hametu. And it looks like Hunter is going to be able to get the mark onto the Magician. They're trying to get that backdoor save on Dolisu. Has the mark on Dolisu as well. They don't want to get too early of a rescue, but Hunter's keeping tabs on two survivors, which means only one survivor is decoding. Dolisu is testing this Hunter's patience, isn't able to get the hit onto this survivor. Hunter's being very patient here. He wants to get the immediate hit onto the Gravekeeper, is able to do so and send the Gravekeeper to the manor right away. Now he can concentrate on the last Cypher machines, utilizing his crows to go back and forth. However, two healthy survivors, one half health Kazuneko. Looks like Hunter's going to get the mark onto Dolisu and be chasing him as the next survivor. He's going to be hiding behind these double pallets here. Hunter's going to utilize the dash, is able to get the pallets done. Still at full health. 4 Cypher machines completed. Last Cypher machine at 55%. Hunter needs to start damaging these survivors and controlling the Cypher progress. Is going to be utilizing warp here, and finally able to get the hit onto Dolisu. Doesn't look like he was able to utilize the scales at that moment. Hunter is looking back. He's going to be teleporting to the middle. Cypher machine will be running into Hametu inside of his puppet form, so is going to be waiting before he's going to take a hit onto this puppeteer. Puppeteer out of his shovel form is going to be right inside of his puppet form once again to eat that hit. Now he's transitioning to the area where he can utilize his pallet and window, but that pallet is gone. And the Hunter is looking for this puppeteer once again. He can still utilize his puppet one more time. He's transitioning, but the pallets here are all gone. He is going to get another hit in his puppet form, so only 25% damage. He's transitioning to shore. Hunter's sending his crow to Dolisu, so he knows where the last Cypher machine is at 94%, 95. It's primed. It's endgame situation. He's down the puppeteer. Cypher machines have been popped. It's endgame situation. 3 survivors up and running, 2 survivors injured, but it doesn't matter because Hunter has detention. They're opening up Cornfield Gate. Hunter's going to be teleporting there, so they can't finish up this exit gate. Getting the down immediately on Dolisu. He's going to chair and send the crows right back to the puppeteer. Doesn't know where Kazuneko is in the moment, but I don't think he'll be too concerned because he has a lot of map control right now. Sending the crow towards the shore exit gate. Kazuneko, he's gonna walk because if he gets tinnitus, that means he knows there's a survivor in the middle coming in for the rescue on the professor. So it looks like he's just going to be hanging around in the middle. Hametu close by, not triggering tinnitus quite yet. Hunter's going to be sending the crow towards, where did he throw? Okay, towards the gate, shore gate. Kazuneko's opening up that exit gate. He sees Hametu in the middle, so now he's going to utilize warp. Utilize it to get right next to this puppeteer. He is in his puppet form, is going to get the down because Hunter has detention. Kazuneko, the gate isn't open. He's going to teleport to Kazuneko, is able to get the illusion to take the hit for him, but He needs to last long enough for Hametu to heal back up. And will he be able to do another mark onto the magician? Downing the magician. Now the hunter's gonna go right back towards the puppeteer. No, he's gonna be picking up the magician, walking towards the puppeteer. It's looking like another 4-man elimination for Aka's Nightmare. Is able to chair this magician. We see the puppeteer is going towards Cornfield. Hunter sending the crow towards that area. Exit gate at 63. He's not going to be able to open it, or Hunter will know, and he can just teleport to him right away. Hunter has tinnitus, knows the survivor's here. He sees the blood trails of Hametu. Hametu is able to get that window fall, but how much further is he able to get? The dungeon is in this area, so he needs to last long enough for Kazuneko to drain. What is it? Is able to get the down and get that 4-man elimination for RC. And that is Nightmare for you. I hope you enjoyed it.